Apparently, it took me too long to hobble over there and get a glass of water, so the rest of the stream cut. So this will be the part two. Okay, where were we? Let's read through some of the comments. I'm so disappointed in Glammy and her sheep behavior. Yo, mama, you can do this on your own. Wait, why does she hate Foodie? She doesn't even know Foodie, quite frankly. Like, she hasn't followed her lore. She does. She doesn't know anything about these people with eating disorders. But if if somebody was to ask me that question, I don't hate her. In fact, everything I've seen about her taking suggestions from my channel is that she probably sees me as like a big sister, right? I feel terrible for her that these are the decisions that she made that have so poorly impacted her life. And for a lot of these girls, they made so much money in a very specific time period where um, people were getting laid off because of the pandemic. They were searching for jobs, trying to get unemployment, and trying to fill their day while they were in their houses. We didn't even have masks for the first few months. We didn't have masks, and we couldn't buy things like laundry detergent. So for the first few months, I actually had to boil my clothes in fabric softener, which is why a lot of them are pretty tattered and torn. And I'm not the kind of person that goes out once a year and like replaces my whole wardrobe. I'll go out and just get a few things. Like, I think I bought a couple pairs of slippers. I bought a couple pairs of jeans, and not much else, quite frankly, because you're also on a low budget at that point. Everybody was getting laid off. I was laid off about 6 months into it. And as a parent and a grandparent, I am concerned about dangerous content being highlighted on these channels. And so, ever since I found out that there was a class action lawsuit for people who had been affected negatively through the influence of channels like that, the ED channels, as well as I think it's going to be coming for Lolocow Universe at some point too. Not necessarily your mama's show, not necessarily Tommy C's show, maybe not even Joffy's show, but anybody who's doing self-mutilation and trying to throw out incredibly racist concepts, I think that they're going to have to, because these are private businesses, you guys. This isn't the same thing as going to a public demonstration area, because there are designated areas, at least where I live, there are designated areas of protest where anybody can state whatever they want, right? One of them is like Laguna Beach, one of them is Huntington Beach. There's also, I think, one in San Clemente. There are places where they've said this is where it's allowed for you to fully express your opinion. Now, of course, there are certain laws, like, for instance, there's the famous case of the person who yelled fire in a theater, and it caused a stampede of people trying to get out of the theater so quickly that people just died from the panic. And so that's why it's nuanced, right? It's not like you have total free speech. You cannot cause a scenario in which people are actually going to get harmed. And that's how they're probably going to argue this case against the ED channels. And it may, in fact, be how they come after some of these channels, like the the Lolocow universe, because if they're telling their own staff that they have to self-mutilate, that they have to shave their head, get tattoos, eat things that could be harmful, that could come back to bite them. Plus, it's weak. It's weak humor, right? Okay. So anyway, let's get to.
She'll be up. And we'll most likely it'd probably be a night stream. So we'll probably be doing that like at the same time as Rewind.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Rewind can go at that time, but we'll just shit on them. It doesn't matter.
Oh no.
We'll shit on him real quick. I'll show him how to Dougie. I'm gonna show him how to Dougie.
Yeah, you can show him how to Dougie.
It's 50, King of Girl World. As Glammy was guessing, I was stating in my mind that husky woman of the night. I'm there for it. The husky woman of the night is, yes. We've been talking about her for a long period of time, and reached out and was down to come on. So I was like, hell yeah, let's do this shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's so cool.
So, because Monday's Martin Luther King Day, so I was like, okay, let's skip to Monday, but we'll do it on Tuesday, which is perfect. You know what I'm saying? So we'll knock that shit out. We'll have fun. We'll have a good time, man. We'll have a good time. We'll have a good time with that one. And this time we'll be prepared. The last time was last minute, so we'll be prepared for
True.
that. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's wild.
Can you?
She looks like an absolute midget with her camera set up. I don't know why she couldn't figure out how to do a camera setup like Yo Mama has going on, where he looks fairly natural. He's not so zoomed in on his face like the really fat fuckers like Billy the Fridge and Rastoff used to be zoomed in so closely that all you could see was their faces pretty much and maybe a little bit of their shoulders. He's at a natural position, but all you could see of her is her face at the very bottom of the screen, very far back. But I guess this is what Kim deems talent.
Imagine. Can you imagine we're interviewing her, and then, you know, like 15 minutes, one of her Johns have to stop by, like.
Do you think that would happen?
It might. I don't know. She get a knock at the door. Hey, are you available? I'm in an interview.
Like, give me 15
minutes. Give me 15. Oh man, that'd be fun. So yeah, we'll have that going on for you.
We'll have to have a live reaction of the door out.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun,
yeah.
Bro. Oh god damn, I got so many.
I don't. The only ones that I really watch are Amberlynn and Foodie. Like, I don't have enough hours in the day for everything, but sometimes I'll see a recap on somebody else, like the one who thinks she's hot shit and keeps buying clothes that look terrible. I mean, sometimes she has winning outfits, but most of the time not. She's got a very weird personality. You know, people don't come after the larger mukbangers, such as like Hungry Fat Chick, because her personality is adorable. So she doesn't have a bunch of people that are on her channel wanting to take her down for lewd content, right? It's the ones who they obviously are incredibly abusive in addition to the EDs.
Questions. I got so many questions. So the last time she did an interview was on No Jumper. So yeah, so it's good to have some. It's good to, you know, have her up here. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I think that's awesome that she wanted to be here.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a good time.
Penny's where it's at. I'm telling you.
Of course, groundbreaking. So we got NWA straight out of Compton.
Damn straight.
Oh yes, we were calling you up on Chubby because it's Amac's birthday. Or Angie, sorry, it's Angie's birthday.
Okay.
And we were doing songs and stuff like this, and she wanted to vibe with you.
When you say vibe with me, what you mean by that?
Well, she was talking about that NWA, and I think she played a song from them.
Okay.
Switch to TurboTax.
Okay.
I'm a married man. I'm just saying. She wanted a vibe,
Not like that.
At Kelly the Instigator super chatted $19.99. There's enough real drama in the community going on without putting on skits and baiting for donos.
Facts.
That whole charade made me sour. Thanks for being transparent, your mama. I only hope one day Glammy puts her broom away.
Kelly, you got to understand. Glam.
By the way, Kelly got the final request in, and it was Vanilla Ice, and I think she did that on purpose to antagonize Glammy for not having any rap knowledge.
Is a Lolocow universe plant, okay? She's a plant, all right?
I'm not a plant.
You are a plant. You are a plant. That's why you wanted to move on from the subject. But I got to keep it honest. I got to keep it real, bro. I can't sit here and sit on eggshells like the rest of these hosts and everything's going on the outside and everybody's talking about.
Well, whether a plant or not, clearly she's unqualified to be on your show. She's unmatched. And this isn't even like wrangling cows anymore. This is sabotaging the show. And so I don't know why Keem wants to set up scenarios like this, why he doesn't see who could truly advance and make good partnerships. I don't get it.
About it, but we're not allowed to talk about it. I got to keep it real. I got to talk about it. Thank you very much, Kelly. And Kelly's
I don't want to get fired, yo mama.
I don't give a fuck. Listen,
you don't, but I do.
bro,
Dude, obviously she has enough money to live. She's married to a guy that she had no problem stroking on screen when she got fired the last time. So she's clearly has some assets, shall we say.
No, but if I'm gone, Glabby, trust me, you're gone. Let's see, can't do this shit without me. Well,
it's not that I can't. It's just as much better with you.
Glammy, you can't do this.
Yeah, you can't. You can't. You're fooling yourself if you think you have been fired more than anybody in the universe, and not just as a joke.
I
was doing it before. Anyway, but besides that, if you want to talk about it, we could talk about it. I just don't know what to say. Like, I feel like if there was a hot mic situation, he could have told her. She gonna tell
Keem Star, it wasn't me, it was your mama. It was all me, all right?
Probably.
Fuck out of here. I don't care.
Probably.
Kelly is absolutely correct. I mean, and that's why I watch a couple other shows, and I like Wild, and I like Ultra and Lucifina and Wonder Woman, because when Wonder Woman spurgs out and Wonder Woman has those episodes, a lot of people are like, Wonder Woman gotta quit or fire Wonder Woman. No, this is called the Lolocow universe. When somebody is actually having a moment or lying about something or trying to cover shit up, that's an actual Lolocow. You get, when I watch Wonder Woman spaz out, that's real. You know what I mean? And when I see Ultra and Lucifina and them having their whole arguments and back, that's why I watch Wild. You know what I mean? I don't like watching people do all this fake ass drama bullshit that I don't even want to cover. You know what I mean? I can't do that shit, bro. You know what I mean? I like watching real shit, bro. And I like watching real spaz outs. I like watching real cows. I like watching real people get real mad. I like watching that shit. When she do that window, do that goddamn, when she do that brick through that window, that was amazing.
Okay.
That was some real shit.
I don't care, Glammy. You have no purpose on this show. He could totally run it all by himself. He really doesn't need you. He knows exactly how to bring content to the universe without having the knuckleheads that Keem keeps giving opportunities to just because you're within his social network. Or you donated a lot.
Real though?
Go ahead.
My screen froze right when she threw the brick.
Yeah.
So the brick and the glass froze at that moment, it was crazy.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Why she threw it in the house versus out.
I
don't even think I would have done that one.
But I think because she lives on a farm, if she broke the window outside, her animals got hurt because of the glass outside. So she broke it inside. Because she guys like
she's got animals inside too.
Yeah, but I mean, she can easily close the door. But when you got glass like in your grass and shit like that, that can really hurt them. So here we go.
Yeah, seriously, you've got to, not only do you have to sweep it up, you then have to mop because there might be little shards and stuff. So you need, if you're going to do a stunt like that, it has to be in a room with a closed door that your animals do not have access to. And I appreciate so much, Yo Mama, that you showed compassion right there, which totally also blows garlic bread out of the water. And he was a shithead to me this week, too.
Okay, song, NWA, let's go.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
You know this song right here, right, Glammy?
It sounds familiar.
Straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. From the gang called niggas with attitudes. When I'm called off, I got a sawed off. Squeeze the trigger and bodies are hauled off. You too, boy, if you fuck with me. The police are gonna have to come and get me off your ass. That's how I'm going out. For the punk motherfuckers that's showing out. Niggas want to mumble, they wanna rumble. Mix them and cook them in a pot like gumbo. Going off on the motherfucker like that. With a gat that's pointed at your ass. So give it up smooth. Ain't no telling when I'm down for a jack move. Here's a murder rap to keep ya dancing. With a crime record like Charles Manson. AK-47 is the tool. Don't make me act a motherfucking fool. Me and you can go toe to toe, no mate. I'm knocking niggas out the box daily. Yo, weekly, monthly, and yearly. Until them dumb motherfuckers see clearly that I'm down with the capital CBT. Boy, you can't fuck with me. So when I'm in your neighborhood, you better duck. Cause Ice Cube is crazy as fuck. As I leave, believe I'm stomping. But when I come back, boy, I'm coming straight out of Compton. What's up?
Tell them where you from.
Straight out of Compton, another crazy ass nigga.
What is that?
Yo, my rep gets bigger. I'm a bad motherfucker and you know this. But the pussy ass niggas won't show this. But I don't give a fuck, I'ma make my snaps. If not from the records, from jacking a crotch, it's like burglary. The definition is jacking. But when illegally armed, it's called packing. Shoot a motherfucker in a minute. I find a good piece of pussy and go offend it. So if you had a show in the front row, I'ma call you a bitch or a dirty ass hoe. You probably get mad like a bitch is supposed to. But that shows me slut talk and pose to a crazy motherfucker from the street. Attitude legit, cause I'm tearing up shit. MC Red controls are automatic. For any dumb motherfucker, it starts static. Not a right hand, cause I'm the hand itself. Every time I pull an AK off the shelf, the security is maximum, and that's a law. R-E-N spells red, but I'm raw. See, cause I'm the motherfucking villain. The definition is clear, you're the witness of a killing that's taking place without a clue. And once you're on the scope, your ass is through. Look, you might take it as a trip, but a nigga like Ren is on the gangster tip, straight out of Compton. Easy as his name and the boys coming
Straight out of Compton. It's a brother that'll smother your mother.
And this one's by Kelly.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta stop it there. I will give you the link to the entire show so that you can watch it. But I'm gonna conclude with this. When this is not the first injury I've had. This is just one that basically disabled my legs and rewired my brain for a pain response. But I got a repetitive stress injury back in 2001 and had to be rehabilitated for that as well. I guess I'm weak, guys. I'm weak, right? And when I was coming out of that, I was trying to figure out what vocation I could do that wasn't going to involve squeezing a mouse over and over again, because that's specifically what did it. So one of the things that I tried was I was trying to get into event planning, but I found out that pretty much to start, you had to start at like minimum wage. And then you had to build up a whole network of clientele in order to actually be considered serious. And it just seemed like uh, being a single mother that I just didn't have the resources to do that. So I did go back into IT. Um, but I made sure that whatever programs I was using, I could use my keyboard more so than my mouse, because I can't be the program we had at that job, it was click 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 click. There was no keyboard shortcuts, and that's why I injured my arm. So basically, one of the gigs I tried out, this was an externship. So it was unpaid, and I did 2 events for this guy. He was setting up the VIP areas backstage for the weenie roast. I want to say this was in 2004. It was either 2003 or 2004. And it was, there was one VIP area that was like, I don't know, guests of the bands, or maybe they had won some sort of special thing from K-Rock to be able to access that area. And we set up like mist tents and had some picnic tables out and beach balls, and we decorated it like a, like a beach scene. And the other one was for the Foo Fighters, because they were going to be I think they were the surprise guest, because they always had a surprise guest every year. And part of their, I think it's called a rider. You could, like, for instance, I think it's Beyonce, or one of the big voices, specifically requests that there are like no red M&Ms in her candy. So you have to like hand pick them out, and they're doing it to test whether or not you actually honored the contract. Well, Foo Fighters didn't have that big of a request. They just wanted a private picnic area set up in the VIP section behind stage that wasn't just accessible to like K-Rock event winners or whatnot. But it was a dual stage event. They had a small stage, they had a big stage, they had a ton of bands that year. Motley Crue headlined. And the side stage, they had a lot of great bands. Mars Volta was there. There's a band that I really love, and I'm just like I can't remember their name. But at one point, they had me down by the VIP entrance where they can drive up behind the venue to have access to a special parking lot. And Ice Cube just gets out of his car and starts walking, so I have to check his credentials, which I didn't really, because like I knew exactly who he was. Yes, Ice Cube was there. I can't remember if he was performing with NWA or if he was a solo performance. If he was doing solo performance right then, but like that totally happened. But I already owned this album. I gave him the request for this for Straight Outta Compton, because I know some people up there, and there has been systematic poisoning of black neighborhoods for decades and decades that creates early deaths in those communities, health problems. And when I was walking in these areas to basically to knock on doors to try and get council people elected and to get measures on the ballot, I probably was exposed to that sort of stuff too when that happened. And one of our experiences was we got pulled within a week of actually being put on this one district that was kind of like, I don't know if you would consider it central LA or south central LA, but the council person in place apparently was not handling a basic necessity of the area, which was trash collection. So there were trash piles all over the curbs, every block, and there were hoarders, and it was, and this is gang territory, right? And they had us walking all the way till like 8 o'clock at night in winter, when it's like it gets dark at like before 5 o'clock, right? That was some scary shit. They finally pulled us because they had so many problems. And that happened later too. After I was injured, I was not allowed to be in the field with my own team, even just in a car, like giving them refill ballots, giving them some snacks, just like being able to replace their technology if the batteries ran dry. I was being tortured in my own way during that time, being forced to walk 2 full flights of stairs. The first story was the upper parking lot where I had to check them in. Then I walked down to the second story down, and then I had to walk down because they didn't have an elevator. I had to walk down another full flight to get into the basement, where I was then put on my hands and knees to dig for the signed petitions and double check anything that they thought looked like fraud, like the petitioner might have forged the signature or something. And then they would send me into the field just for like an hour, and I'd have to knock on those doors again and ask them to re-sign the petition so that we could check it against the original collection. Crazy ass shit that I was doing before I got injured, you guys. But that was the pandemic for us. I went from a $110,000 a year job to walking for $1,200 a week, roughly. I mean, it paid the bills. But, okay. So let's get to the next video and then I'll close it out. Okay, so I still have this album in my collection, and this was by far my favorite off of the album.
Ah, shit, man. Damn peachy black gangsters are at it again. I wonder who they fucked up tonight. You motherfucker! Got him.
Blowing this side right now.
Man, fuck you motherfuckers. Yo, Dre, give me a funky ass bass line.
Right here.
Here's a little something about a nigga like me. Never should have been let out the penitentiary. Ice Cube will like to say that I'm a crazy motherfucker from around the way. Since I was a youth, I smoked weed out. Now I'm the motherfucker that you read about, taking a life or two. That's what the hell I do. You don't like how I'm living? Well, fuck you. This is a gang, and I'm in it. My man Dre will fuck you up in a minute with a right, left, you're toothless. And then you say, God damn, they ruthless. Everywhere we go, they say, damn. NWA's fucking up the program. And then you realize we don't care. We don't just say no. We're too busy saying yeah about drinking straight out the 8 bottle. Do I look like a motherfucking role model to a kid looking up to me? Life ain't nothing but bitches and money. Cause I'm the type of nigga that's built to last. If you fuck with me, I put my foot in your ass. See, I don't give a fuck cause I keep belling. Yo, what the fuck are they yelling? Gangsta, gangsta. That's what they're yelling. It's not about a salary, it's all about reality.
Hoping you sophisticated motherfuckers hear what I have to say.
When me and my posse stepped in the house, all the punk ass niggas start breaking out. Cause they know what's up. So we start looking for the bitches with the big butt. Like her, but she keep crying.
I got a boyfriend.
Bitch, stop lying. Dumb ass hooker ain't nothing but a dyke. Suddenly Lately I see some niggas that I don't like. Walked over to him and said, what's up? The first nigga that I saw hit him in the jaw. Ren started stomping him and so did E. By that time got rushed by security out the door, but we don't quit. Ren said, let's start some shit. I got a shotgun, and here's the plot. Taking niggas out with the flurry of buckshots. Boom, 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 yeah, I was gunning. And then you look, all you see is niggas running and falling and yelling and pushing and screaming and cussing. I stepped back, and I kept busting. And then I realized it's time for me to go. So I stopped, jumped in the vehicle. It's like this, because of that hoot ride. And WA's wanted for a homicide. Cause I'm the type of nigga that's built to last. Fuck with me, I put my foot in your ass. See, I don't give a fuck cause I keep belling, belling. Yo, what the fuck are they yelling? It's not about a salary, it's all about
He'll tell you exactly how he feel and don't do a fucking thing back.
homies all standing around just hanging. Some dope dealing, some gang banging. We decide to roll and we deep. See a nigga on dates and we creep. Real slow, and before you know, I had my shotgun pointed in the window. He got scared and hit the gas. Right then, I knew I had to smoke his ass. He kept rolling, I jumped in the bucket. We couldn't catch him, so I said fuck it. Then we headed right back to the fort, sweating all the bitches in the biker shorts. We didn't get no play from the ladies. With 6 niggas in the car, are you crazy? She was scared and it was showing. We all said, fuck you, bitch, and kept going to the hood. And we was finna find something else to get into, like some pussy or in fact a bum rush, but we call it rat pack. On a nigga for nothing at all. Ice Cube would go stupid when I'm full of 8-ball. I might stumble, but still won't lose. Now I'm dressed in the county blues. Cause I'm the type of nigga that's built to last. If you fuck with me, I put my foot in your ass. I don't give a fuck cause I keep belling, belling. Yo, what the fuck are they yelling?
Wait a minute, cut this shit. Man, what you gonna do now? What we gonna do right here is go back.
How far you going back?
Way back.
As we go a little something like this.
Here's a little gangster, short in size. A t-shirt Levi's is his only disguise. Built like a tank, yet hard to hit. Ice Cube and Easy E cold running shit.
Well, I'm Easy E, the one they're talking about. Nigga tried to roll the dice and just crapped out. Police tried to roll, so it's time to go. I creeped away real slow and jumped in the 6-4 with the diamond in the back. Digging the scene with the gangster lean, cause I'm the E. I don't slang or bang, I just smoke motherfuckers like it ain't no thing. And all you bitches, you know I'm talking to you.
We wanna fuck you, Easy.
I wanna fuck you too, because you see, I don't really take no shit.
So let me tell you motherfuckers who you fucking with.
Cause I'm the type of nigga that's built to last. If you fuck with me, I put a foot in your ass. I don't give a fuck cause I keep belling, belling. Yo, what the fuck are they yelling?
It's not about a salary, it's all about
He'll fuck up you and yours and anything that gets in his way.
It's not about a salary, it's all about
He just call you a low-life motherfucker and talk about your funky ways.
There's also, I shared it on my wall, I think a while ago. Bill Maher thought that he could drop the N-word because I guess he's involved with or married to a black woman. And there was so much backfire around that he invited Ice Cube onto his show the next week to tell him why they own that word and no, you can't say it. So no, don't say it.